Hey, welcome. It's been a while, huh? So this is a new Facebook page that I created this morning. And I just wanted to explain a little bit what you will find in this page and the reason why I created it. So I will try to be as brief as possible, because really in the next videos I will be showing a lot more sarcasm. So please don't take the content of this page as being a reflection of who I am in real life, but just a creative way to express my anger. So why am I so angry? Well, basically because as a vet spouse and most importantly as a caregiver of a veteran with PTSD, the past year has been excruciating for me in terms of my efforts to raise the awareness about the fact that I do exist, that I am somebody in the process, in the system, and that most importantly, I am the most positive asset somebody with PTSD can have. Okay, I can be the person who makes the difference between life and death in the life of my husband. This is a reality. Okay, there is no joke about this. So basically, things have happened in the past few weeks that were very tough on my husband and I, Claude and I. And it's no secret for anybody that our future together as a couple is very uncertain because of the impacts of the system. Not because we don't love each other, but the system has basically hurted us so much, okay, in terms of the impacts of the delay, deny, and die, in terms of me not being recognized, supported, the impacts of being isolated for so long. Well, the system made me a full-time caregiver. We are now two best friends living together, unfortunately. So since I've been deploying some positive efforts to be heard by Minister O'Toole, he never in fact met with me officially in order to ask me one question, just the following. Jenny, tell me about your reality as a caregiver. He offered me to meet with him at the end of June, I mean after everything is done, after the care relief benefit, which is a real joke. So this page is to make people aware of my challenges as a caregiver, and if I'm using sarcasm, I want to make sure that the veterans, okay, the sufferers one, know that my efforts are certainly not against you. Okay, I just believe that if we are supported as your wife and as your caregivers, okay, we can help you also in your own quality of life, because I do believe that in many cases the spouses just don't understand what is PTSD and is not trained in order to help you when you most importantly need her. I'm sorry, but this is what I'm seeing all over the country. So it's not a question of love, okay? It's a question of our fight is as valuable as yours at one level. So what am I fighting for, basically? Okay, let's put it very briefly. First of all, my recognition. Okay, why? Because first, I have responsibilities of my own. For instance, I did have children before I married my husband. Okay, my dignity. You know, I am somebody who has dreams, who has hopes, who has projects. And this was basically taken away from me. I'm not saying that I don't love my husband. I'm just saying that because I had to become his full-time caregiver without realizing who I was, well, basically, it took away everything I am and I was. And also, I am such a positive asset. Okay, really, I mean, only another wife, okay, knows the meaning of a suffering veteran PTSD who tells you, you are more my psychologist than my own psychologist. You are the one who knows. And we also, in many cases, are the only ones with whom they will let go, okay, of the rage, of the pain. Sometimes they have to drink a lot in order to express it. And you know what? Ultimately, for many veterans with PTSD, I know, okay, their family is the reason why they stay alive and they continue to keep the fight. So, you know, it's more than just being a drama queen here. So, I'm tired of justifying the fact that I am a collateral damage, okay? If we can understand that PTSD is a reality, could this fucking society please stop making me justify that I suffer too from transferred PTSD? Okay, I mean, hypervigilance is a reality now for me. Just watch me secretly go for a walk all by myself. I can never in my entire life I checked for a potential danger that does not exist. And the paranoia, I mean, has become real. And the paranoia in terms of trusting the people who are supposed to help us, to help me, it's become a reality. I mean, I don't sleep more than he does. I sleep when he sleeps. Sometimes he doesn't sleep. And I don't. Or I, listen, we could talk about it for so long. Also for me, but for our children. I need support, okay, and more brilliant, please, and more realistic than the caregiver relief benefit. In some cases, many spouses have to work. Okay, sometimes their presence would be required 24/7, but they have to work. Financially, they couldn't do it without their job. Well, there's a price, okay, for working when your husband requires more presence. Basically, what this means is I had to quit my job in order to stay with him, of course, but while I was working, also I had to miss job in order to accompany him to his doctor, for instance, because sometimes his anxiety would be so high, he would be asking for me to be there. Well, there's a price for this. Also, I have to manage his anxiety while I'm working, so basically it means that he can call me like 3, 4, 5, 10 times a day, for good reasons, for reasons that make no sense, okay, to a point where this is a problem. Or, okay, when I come back at home, since he's been so anxious, I have to reassure him, yes, I need a break, and yes, I need support that could be offered, okay, if only we had a minister who would be able to maybe see the challenges with a new perspective. There are solutions. Also, okay, do I need to say how much I need education and training? And on that level, what I would like to propose, okay, maybe I'm the only one who thinks that would make sense, but education is training, okay, would be also, okay, something like learning the body language. Okay, you think this is stupid? I don't think it is. Why? Because for many spouses, it is a challenge to be able to recognize the person, the invisible uniform, and the sufferer in their husband. You know, I'm very lucky because now it's a reflex for me. But I was thinking a lot about what could help a woman make the difference between the 3 personality of her spouse. And for instance, body language would be one of them. Okay, it's concrete, it's real. When you learn to see the body reaction, which is very clear in the military, okay, they really become tense, their eyes change a lot. You can predict, and also you can teach others to help them recognize those signs of anxiety or anger, for instance. It really can help somebody, I believe, contribute to help him be untriggered and calm down his anger. Okay, so you lower the damage. So, you know, Mr. O'Toole, in the past 7-8 months now, I mean, I think he was full of good intentions on many levels. But in terms of caregivers, either he didn't listen with his heart, okay? I mean, he's making me so angry when he keeps saying, I talk to families and I had a good times with families and I listen to families. I mean, the caregiver relief benefit is a proof that he probably either didn't listen, or maybe that because he's full of himself. And if you think that I am offending by saying so, no, it's a psychological theory, okay? Because in my mind, if you keep defending something that makes no sense, okay, either you have a boss who grabs you by the balls and show some parameters that you cannot cross, huh? Or you are full of yourself. I mean, no wife that I know told me it's making sense, Jenny, in my life. No one. I understand that I'm among the most impacted, but yet exactly my point. I mean, fuck, recognize who I am. I mean, if you think that I'm not impacted just doing those videos, oh, come on. Either Mr. O'Toole does not care at all. Okay, he does not care at all. I'm so happy that he's supporting the horses, the research, the dogs. Okay, yes, it must be done. But at one point, we're gonna need to be recognized ourselves a little bit more. Okay, and yet, in this video, 11 minutes so far, I'm sorry, we didn't talk about the delay, deny, and die impacts on my husband, on my family. This is only me as a caregiver. So why am I so angry? Because I'm nothing. This is what I am. Nothing. And this page is to hopefully, okay, use the anger in a positive way. Yes, I will use sarcasm to talk about my challenges, and I hope that other wives and spouses will contribute also to this page, not only in terms of bashing, but in terms of talking about concrete examples of what happened. What were the impacts on them, on their husband? If other spouses quilt because they are angry and they create things out of their anger, post them on the page. You want me to post something anonymously, send it to me, I mean, in a private message. And this being said, you know, I have no expectations. Okay, I know that I'm a deranging element. I mostly assume it. So, you know, let's make sure that everybody understands that I'm willing that people hate me, but please, I don't want them to hate the cause, okay? Because exactly, I'm only a small element among thousands of others. So next time I will probably be talking about I'm looking for my mouse. Okay, I will be talking about the brown envelope syndrome, an easy topic. So you have a good day. Bye bye.